maximum accuracy, maximum armor lock, and maximum sadness. Halo Reach. If you don't like Halo Reach, then go f*** yourself. What's going on, Halo fans? Luke the Notable here. In this video, we're going to be talking about Halo Reach, and to be honest, I really don't talk about Halo Reach enough. You see, right now, Halo Reach is getting closer to being 10 years old than it is to being 5 years old. It's an old game, but it still has a very active community. If you have an old copy of Halo Reach, put it into an Xbox One, you will download an update, and boom! You're playing Halo Reach. And if you're playing on the same gamertag, all of your Spartans' in-game statistics, scores, and ranks will still be there today. If it's been a while since you played some Halo Reach, do yourself a favor, pop that sucker in and play a couple matches of multiplayer. Okay, sure, the DMR still can't shoot straight, and the abomination that is armor lock still exists. However, Halo Reach is still a lot of fun, and the community is alive and kicking, and that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. So let's get going and start talking about why Halo Reach is still played today. I wanted to start this video by proving to you all that Halo Reach does have an active community, so I'm just going to search for a Team Slayer game. We're going to see if we can find anybody just searching for Team Slayer. Now, this isn't prime time. I know it looks a little dark, but that's because I have nice lighting. But we're actually searching right now at about 11 a.m. on a Wednesday, and you can see that we've already found a full lobby of players. Soon we will take into the game lobby, we can vote on our maps, and we're going to be playing pretty soon. So even without the help of prime time, Halo Reach is able to find games for you anytime. There are so many people that play Halo Reach, you can always find games. It's a very active and healthy community, which is great. But of course, in this video, we're going to be going over why. Fast matchmaking isn't the only reason that Halo Reach is alive today, though. Halo 5 has fairly fast matchmaking, but its population has been dwindling since its release. Fast matchmaking is one reason in a huge list of reasons why Halo Reach is still played today. There are still people playing Halo Reach all around the clock, all around the world, and it takes more than just quick game times in order to make that happen. I think one of the biggest reasons that Halo Reach has stayed so popular is that there's only one real place to play it on. Whether you're playing on an Xbox 360, an Xbox One, or an Xbox One X, all of the Reach servers are exactly the same. Having shared servers has increased the population and the longevity of Halo Reach. But that's not all. The progression system of Halo Reach, how you rank up throughout the game, may also be a reason why there are so many players even today. Max rank in Halo Reach, or the Inheritor rank, is achievable with 20 million credits. Now for reference, each game you play in Halo Reach gives you about 3,000 to 5,000 credits. So the max rank in Halo Reach represents hours and hours and thousands upon thousands of games completed. So if you started playing Halo Reach today, there is a long path of achievements that you can unlock to get to max rank. And at the end of that terribly long grind, you get the Haunted Helmet, which is one of the most sought after helmets across all of the Halo games. The Haunted Helmet has given so much inspiration to so many players of Halo Reach that even to this day, right now, people are still grinding for it. The Haunted Helmet of Halo Reach is truly one of the coolest, best, rarest, whatever you want to call it, give it any accolade you want, it is the best looking armor in all of Halo. And I could talk all day about all of the reasons that made Halo Reach just a fun game to play. Another example is the challenge system. Every day you can get a new daily challenge, and every week there is a weekly challenge that can help you to focus your skill in Halo Reach. The challenge system of Halo Reach helps to focus its player base into different playlists, keeping them out of one single playlist for too long. Infection is also one of the biggest reasons that Halo Reach is still played today. I think out of all of the infections across all of the different Halo games, Halo Reach is the one that got it right. Infection, zombies, living dead, whatever you want to call it, is a classic tradition in Halo. It's been around since classic Halo 2. And the Halo Reach zombie modes are regarded as some of the most balanced and most fun across all of the Halo games, and for that reason, they are still played today. One of the biggest reasons is that in Halo Reach's zombie mode, yes, it's very fun to be a human, but it's also fun to be a zombie. There's an incredibly good balance in Halo Reach's zombies, and it makes playing multiple games of Halo Reach zombies incredibly fun and enjoyable. Multiple game modes and maps and forge creations all come together in Halo Reach's Infected mode to make it one of the best across all of the Halo games. There's even a whole community in Halo Reach dedicated just to Griffball boosting. So you'll notice that when you're playing the Halo Reach Griffball playlist, there will almost always be at least one person not even playing. The way Griffball works in Halo Reach allows for massive amounts of credits to be earned to the player even if you don't do anything, so you can AFK Griffball and get a ton of XP. Or credits, XP, credits, it's all the same thing. You get a whole lot of them! Because of the heavy boosting, most of the time you can make peace with a teabag and kill the AFK players on the enemy team. It's common, it's in the culture of Halo Reach Griffball. My favorite way to show that I'm truly not a threat and I'm just in it for the massive amounts of credits is looking down with an energy sword and crouch walking. Almost all of Halo Reach is designed in some way to keep you playing, keep you coming back, keep you earning credits. And Halo Reach does a fantastic job of keeping players engaged with it. However, if the gameplay aspects of Halo Reach weren't there, meaning the game wasn't fun, then none of this would matter anyway. Halo Reach has done a ton of things correctly, but I think what it does best across all of the Halo games is Halo Reach has the best social experience, by far. Halo Reach provides the best social experience because across all of the Halo games, Halo Reach requires the most luck. I'll show you what I mean with a gameplay example. Here's some footage on Halo Reach on the map Sword Base. A blue player is about to jump into the bottom of the map and I'm going to challenge him using my DMR. It looks like I got the kill and I did it in 5 perfect shots. What's your point? We're gonna watch this gunfight on this blue player one more time, but we're gonna pause the frame here. This is the moment right before I land the final headshot killing the blue player you see on screen. And if I'm being honest, I probably shouldn't have got that kill. Halo Reach has weapon bloom, so when you shoot, your accuracy will decrease. This weapon accuracy decrease, otherwise known as weapon bloom, is part of almost every gun in Halo Reach's sandbox. And while all the guns in Halo Reach still do require a fair bit of skill, for higher, faster time to kills, sometimes you just have to get lucky and hope that your bullets fly where they're supposed to. Because of weapon bloom on the DMR and other precision weapons in Halo Reach, some of the weapons are a little bit hard to get fast but also perfect kills. So sometimes, if you're lucky, spamming your shots can work, but other times it will get you killed. Getting 5 perfect headshots with the DMR in Halo Reach and earning yourself a perfect kill is difficult, but is also very inconsistent. Even an extremely inexperienced player could pull off a perfect kill in Halo Reach if they got a little bit lucky with their weapon's accuracy and weapon bloom. Now let's compare this to Halo 5. Halo 5 was designed from the ground up to be a competitive shooter, and almost all of the weapons in Halo 5 shoot straight. There's very little inconsistency in most of Halo 5's weapons, except for the new battle rifle. It's completely terrible. Part of Halo Reach's core design are the armor abilities, and no matter how you feel about armor abilities, some people love them, some people hate them, especially that armor lock. But what the armor abilities of Halo Reach allow for are different experiences across the same map. So let's bring up Sword Base. We were first talking about this map when we were talking about luck. It's one of the most popular maps in Halo Reach, and it plays a lot of different ways depending on which armor ability you choose at the start of the game. The most sensible choice is the jetpack. Because this map is so open and so tall, having a jetpack allows you to get all the way up to the top of the map where you have the best map control easily. But just because this map is tall doesn't necessarily mean that the jetpack is always going to be the best choice. Here's another example on the Blood Gulch remake. I don't actually remember what it's called in Halo Reach, but it's a remake of Blood Gulch from Halo 1. This map is huge. Using an armor ability like Sprint will allow you to get into cover and get the weapons in the middle of the map a little bit easier. But if you're like me and you like to use active camouflage on this map and you're holding a sniper rifle, you're going to be very hard to kill. The armor abilities of Halo Reach made Halo Reach a lot easier of a game and therefore made it a lot more social. Part of the reason that there wasn't a very big competitive scene in Halo Reach were because of these armor abilities. And while Halo Reach was definitely the Halo responsible for the massive MLG and competitive Halo recession, I do think that it taught us a lot about what makes Halo Halo, and I think at the end of the day, that will always be the social modes. It's still a fan favorite Halo game. Ask almost anyone about Halo Reach and they'll say that they really enjoyed it, at least some aspect of it. What I think is so miraculous about Halo Reach is the fact that it's still played today by thousands of people, despite the existence of the Master Chief Collection. The Master Chief Collection has some problems, but it allows you to play the other Halo games in 60 frames per second. However, no matter how you play Halo Reach, you are always going to play Halo Reach in 30 frames per second. So even in the ever-changing gaming world where 60 frames per second is increasingly becoming the standard, Halo Reach at 30 frames per second, while it does look sort of peasant-like, is still played today. It sort of brings up the entire question of why Halo Reach isn't on the Master Chief Collection to begin with. And yes, you did hear that right. The Master Chief Collection, which is supposed to be a collection of all of the best Halo games, doesn't include Halo Reach. At first, the only games in the Master Chief Collection were Halo 1, 2, 3, 4, and Spartan Ops. The only explanation that I've ever heard for Halo Reach not being in the Master Chief Collection is that Master Chief isn't in Halo Reach. But Halo 3 ODST is in the Master Chief Collection. You can play it in updated 60 frames per second on the MCC. It's all about the ODSTs, and it's a pretty good campaign, but why isn't Halo Reach in here? Especially since Master Chief is in Halo Reach. No, there's no way to actually play as Master Chief unless you count the firefight voice.
What are you looking at?
But in this cutscene at the end of Halo Reach, if you hold right stick, you can actually see Master Chief right there. Master Chief is in Halo Reach. Why isn't Halo Reach in the Master Chief Collection? I don't know about you, but I would love to play Halo Reach in beautiful 4K 60 frames per second. It's a shame that we can't play Halo Reach on the Master Chief Collection, but I'm a believer that we might be seeing it sometime soon. Recently, 343 Industries took down the pages where you could see your old Halo Reach scores, service record, and all of the kills that you ever got, all of your stats. In my opinion, it looks like they're moving around space to fit Halo Reach on the Master Chief Collection. In the coming months, there are going to be massive updates to the Master Chief Collection. These updates are aimed at making the game more efficient and increasing the level of classic Halo fun. Most of the updates are quality of life based, better menus, UI, technical sort of stuff. And while Halo Reach isn't currently being ported to the Master Chief Collection, the teams at 343 Industries have a Halo Reach Master Chief Collection port on the top of their list. So the odds look pretty good in our favor that Halo Reach might be coming to the MCC. 343 is currently taking feedback on Halo Waypoint in the forum, so if you'd like to go give your feedback on what you want added to the MCC, go there now. Let me know what you loved about Halo Reach down in the comments section below, and if you think it should be part of the MCC, let me know why. Also, if this video entertained you and you'd like to spread this message of Halo Reach, you can either share or like this video. Seriously, clicking the like button helps a lot, and I'd really appreciate it. If you liked this video and don't want to miss the next one, make sure you click my LTN logo in the left to subscribe to my channel. You can also check out what it takes to get max rank in Halo Reach without an internet connection by clicking the link on the right. My name is LukeTheNotable. I want all of you to stay notable, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.